Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Once again, I am here and I have brought my 10th lecture in association with Sindh College Online Lectures YouTube channel. And dear student, today I have brought my topic, one of the text lesson of intermediate textbook, a famous title, The Devoted Friend, and it occupies, I think, 1/3 part of the annual question paper of intermediate English. So, dear students, today we will discuss on our today's given topic, The Devoted Friend, in the form of prose. Originally, it is written in the form of a novel, but it has many features of fairy tales, of pure fiction. Therefore, it is read in both genres, in novel and in prose. Dear student, I am Syed Wajid Ali Shah, lecturer English from Government Degree College Thul, District Jacobabad. First of all, I would like to tell you something about the writer of Devoted Friend story. Devoted Friend story, Oscar Wilde, who was playwright, novelist, and a poet. He belonged to the later half of the 19th century. It means with Victorian era. In English literature, there was a movement called the decadent or the aesthetic movement, which was based on art for art's sake theory. The writers of this movement were influenced by the Walter Pater. Oscar Wilde was also inspired by him. But the movement art for morality's sake became popular because of the evergreen and longer lasting message. Oscar Wilde was votary of beauty. It is clear in his poem New Helen, The Gardens. He spent his 5 years in drama writing. His plays are A Woman of No Importance, An Ideal Husband, The Importance of Being Earnest. Oscar Wilde went to prison in 1895 with the, I think with the name of Oscar Wilde, the greatest showbiz award is given to the greatest achievements honor. So it's a fairy tale and a pure fiction. It was written by Oscar Wilde, one of the famous novelists, dramatist, playwright, and prose writer of Victorian era in the half of the later half of the 19th century. It's a very famous personality by the name of Oscar Wilde. There's a great award, Oscar award, which is given to the literary achievements and in media communication and in acting, etc. So this was a fairy tale written by Oscar Wilde in 19th century. And its name is Devoted Friend, and we'll discuss first of all on the major character of this story. So the major character of this story are Little Hans and the Miller. So dear student, two major characters are given here, Little Hans and the Miller. So the characteristics and features of each character are given, of two major characters are given here. Little Hans, who is devoted, who is sincere, who is trustworthy, and his profession as gardener in the gardens. Okay, and now we are going to the another major character, and this one is Miller. The Miller is selfish, greedy. Okay, so the story is told to water rat, a rat mouse, and a duck. But who narrates the story? The story narrator is linnet. What a linnet is a kind of a bird, some sort of a European bird, like a sparrow. So the linnet is the narrator of entire story, while major characters in this fiction is Hans and Miller, and except Hans and Miller, water rat, the home, water rat, I think a storyteller tells the story to the water rat, while a storyteller is linnet, a bird. Except above mentioned characters, a few are involved, like wife of Miller, Miller's son, rabbits, a Celtic, a young man, sheep of Miller, it means herd of sheep of Miller, little duck, burgomaster daughter, goat herds, blacksmith, doctor and his horse. So a story is like that. Hans is a gardener. Miller took flowers and fruits in his garden, but without any payment and wages, because he was greedy. Miller used to give him the sack of flour to sell it in market, but there wasn't any wage and payment of carrying a sack. When Miller gave flock of sheep for grazing to the little Hans, but little Hans did all compliance, performed all duties without any wages and payment, without any greed, only in friendship. Miller only gave a repairable wheelbarrow to Hans because it was useless and it was not use of to Miller. Therefore, he gave it to the Hans, and Hans became happy that a friend gave me a gift. So it was only useless wheelbarrow given to Hans by Miller, and not a great gift, not a useful gift. One day, Miller's son injured in a storm, but he went to Hans and said to Hans that there's a dangerous storm and I cannot go to the house of a doctor. So please, in friendship, you should go to the house of a doctor because my son is brutally injured, dangerously injured. Please do something for me and fetch me a doctor for the treatment of my son. Miller obeyed, Hans obeyed all of the things said by the Miller, and he went to the doctor. But he requested that, my dear friend Miller, give me your lantern because there's a dangerous storm and I cannot go on the way in darkness. So there's a necessity of lantern. No doubt there was availability of lantern in the house of Miller, but Miller refused and denied to give him a lantern, and Hans went without the help of a lantern to the doctor. When he said something, each and everything to the doctor about the injury of the son of Miller, and doctor went into the house of Miller on his horse carriage, and little Hans followed on foot. There was a dangerous storm, and so thing was that he lost. It means Hans lost his way, and the darkness and the bitterness of a storm, and he lost his way and went near to the pond and a pool of water, and he drowned. He fell into water and drowned. So it was a story. So dear friend, there's a morality. in this story, in this fairy tale, in the section written by Oscar Wilde, that friendship is a noble and a respectable bond based on mutual love and cooperation. So the mutual interest is the essence of true friendship. This one is the moral. Well, what was the thing in this story? One-sided friendship can never provide benefit in friendship. So this is the moral of this story. So after the death of Hans Miller Mound, on the death of Hans, and he participated in the funeral of Hans and shed crocodile tears. But he was not devoted, but devoted was little Hans, who was poor, but the Miller was wealthy and he was always on his grade. So, dear students, this was the story, and inshallah, I'll be here with my next topic, and until I'll wait about your views, queries, and questions. Thanks a lot.